What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of kevmacvideos, True Stories. Look, today I'm going to tell you a little short bullshit story about a guy named Bobby in the neighborhood.
It. I never stopped banging. I started banging hard, then I got so hard till it was a shame.
Welcome to another episode of kevmacvideos, True Stories. Today's story goes back to the 1980s. There was this guy named Bobby. Bobby was a smoker, straight smoker. I can't even give him anything else but a smoker. And he stayed up in the hills where all, a lot of the people that we talked about once before, like the Black Beverly Hills, he stayed up that way. And Bobby was a light-skinned dude, rocked a big afro his whole life. I never seen that nigga hair braided or haircut, right? Bobby came from a wealthy family. As the years went by, you could tell they didn't have that same money as the property began to not look so well in the area in which it sat. The paint, not so great. The yard, not so great. Broken cars in the driveway. You could tell the house had been handed down to the next generation and the next generation. Bobby was born in probably the early 1950s. Bobby was an older dude. Harmless guy. Probably most he would do would probably steal your antenna off the front of your car. Me and Bobby had an ongoing bitter rivalry because Bobby smoked more dope than anybody in the hood. And I never knew who he was buying his dope from. Like, most smokers go spot to spot, try to find the best, the biggest, or the most convenient. And Bobby would walk past my house all the time. For a certain period of time, he would walk past my house every day. Once we got into a little altercation, he wouldn't walk up and down my street no more. He would pick another street to walk down to, as he would always hang out at the gas station on Dean and Slauson. Pretty much, that's the only place I ever seen him hang out. He might stop at Buddha Market, but Slauson and Dean was his spot. I guess he made money there pumping gas or panhandling. Nowadays, YouTube is a new way to panhandle. But back then, you really panhandle. You went and you pumped gas or you begged for $1 or some change so you could get you some drink, play some video games, smoke you some dope, buy you some cigarettes and what have you, right? So Bobby, I never seen him do no mechanic work, so I can't say he was a mechanic, but he used to be dirty and oily sometimes too, like E-Bone. E-Bone got a great excuse. He was a hard-working neighborhood mechanic. Bobby, I think it was just from sitting down at the gas station all the time and not taking a shower. But I don't want to go hard on Bobby. Bobby, rest in peace. So I'm going to give you the story. One day, I got my 280Z painted. So this is about 1988. I got it painted blue. It's a brand new paint. Fresh paint on this sucker, man. And it's shining, man. It's a new, fresh paint. And I go to the gas station on Dean and Slauson. So I pull up to the gas station. And Bobby asked to pump my gas. I tell him no. He's like, come on, man. Let me pump your gas. I said, no, man. Don't touch my car. I got a chrome 22 at the time. 22 revolver. I slapped the shit out of Bobby with the gun in my hand. Bah! Got him real good. And he goes stumbling. And he catches himself where he don't fall. It's almost like Tookie hit the nigga, but Tookie might have knocked him out. But this nigga stumbles and he's dazed. You can tell, man, he was so close to being knocked out. And I get in the car and I drive off. We drive through the hood, looking to see if any homies is out, looking if it's any crap gang. Ain't nothing happening. This Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon. So I drive to the house. It's a regular day. Mom's at the house. It's a cool setting. The weather's good, a good California weather. And I pull up on the opposite side of the house. So I'm right in front of the school doors at 54th Street School. And as I'm exiting the car, and my partner's exiting the car, the sheriff pull up on me. That fast. Sheriff knew where they was going, knew who they was looking for. Sheriff pull up behind me. But I had put the 22 up under the seat, and I had some carpet. I had 2 layers of carpet. I had the original layer, and I had some new layers, so my car be fresh. So there was a gap between the carpets, and I put the 22 between the gaps of the carpet. And in those old 280Zs, you got these little things. I don't know what you call them, but they are. It's like some little metal pieces in there, I guess for the stop lights or something, the brake lights or something. I don't know, like a little module. So you're gonna feel a little hump. And that's why I put the 22 off in there in between the carpet. So the sheriff draw down, felony stop, get down, get down. And it's some water in the street. I'm not laying in that water. You get down before I blow your head up. I'm like, damn, this fool really gonna have me get in this water, fresh white t-shirt, fresh light blue khakis. And they make the homie lay down. So I get down, I'm dirty, I'm mad. They say, we got a call that you just robbed somebody at the gas station. Rob some, man, I ain't robbed nobody. All right, if we find a gun in the car, you're going to jail for robbery. Man, I ain't got no gun in the car. But I'm already knowing, damn, if they find this gun, I get a robbery. I ain't robbed no damn body. I don't want to have to go to court, bail, lawyer, all this shit to beat this case. Man, what is this shit? And so they go get Bobby. And Bobby says, we robbed him. Look, man, I am not finna rob a nigga with no shoes on. I'm not finna rob no smoker that can't even put some shoes on. And the sheriff partner say, he got a good point there. I'm like, man, somebody fooled y'all. Somebody tricked y'all. I'm trying to throw them off, right? And they just keep searching the car. And the fool is all up under my seat. I guess his intuition said it's under the seat, but he don't find anything. And I'm like, man, Bobby's a cold rat. He's a cold rat and a liar. He's a lying rat. Nigga, how the fuck I'ma rob you, nigga, and you at the gas station asking for change, fool? So anyway, man, that's the day I almost went to jail for a robbery that I didn't commit. Because this fool want to be hard-headed and put his hands on my property when I'm telling him and asking him not, and to keep it 100, I was going to slide the nigga $1 just on GP. You get $1 on GP. But nah, hard-head, then turned into a lie. There was another Bobby, and he had this girlfriend named Shawn. Like, Shawn is a good friend of our family. I know Shawn very well. Shawn was in the house when my house got raided when I was facing 3 strikes. So Shawn had grew up with my oldest sister, so they was friends back in the day and rekindled their friendship as they got older. So Shawn used to smoke too. Shawn used to get high too. Shawn was really a good woman though. She wasn't selling her body. Shawn was gonna clean your house or make a store run, cleaning run, do whatever you needed done. Babysit your kid or watch a dog or drive a car when you're getting ready to go do a burglary or a GTA. Shawn and Bobby had this crazy, wild, violent relationship, right? They're both still living to this day too, but they done parted ways. And I remember one day, because that was kind of like my spot. I was staying there for a while. When I moved to Vegas, I was still staying in LA. And I remember one night when I first got up there, they got into a little argument. Bobby was this little short dude with glasses.
Okay, I'm not playing with you.
Let me go.
Let's go somewhere and cool off.
Thank you. Now get off of me.
Looked like he kind of was, he was a pushover. Shawn was this heavy set, tough, ghetto type girl that didn't grow up in the ghetto. Shawn was with the business. So I remember Bobby's tripping on her, and Shawn say, "Fool, I got a cold left hook and it's good to go." And I'm like, "What?" And Bobby like, "You ain't gonna do nothing with that hook." And she fired on Bobby. Boom! Bobby flipped over a couch. The couch flipped over and he fell into a burning fireplace. Man, that shit was so hilarious. And guess what? He wasn't mad at her. He was mad at me. That nigga got up off the fire, brushed his face and shit off. He lucky his hair didn't burn up and his glasses didn't fall in the fire. And he say, "Kevin, you just gonna let her hit me like that?" Nigga, you was talking shit and you challenged her and you supposed to be the man of the house. Nigga, what I'm supposed to do? I'm just a guest. Man, you should have got that bitch. Nigga, you get her. You disrespecting her now. Nigga, you better hope she don't fire on you again with the right this time. So I remember when Bobby died, the other Bobby told me, he said, man, he said he the one introduced me to Shawn. He said, I could strangle that nigga to death right now, even though he's already dead. I fell out laughing, man. That's how much he couldn't stand being with Shawn, even though she had great intentions. She was there to help him, but she had her ways. She was stuck in her ways. She was an older lady too. And they've been through so much, and I watched them go through so much, man. I had a lot of good times there, hilarious times, and some not so good times. But anyway, I didn't go to jail that day. And that's it for this bullshit story for today, y'all. It's the day I almost went to jail for a robbery I didn't commit. Be sure to hit the like button. Matter of fact, I want to say this before I get up out of here. Somebody left a comment that they want more hood stories, some hardcore stories. Well, we're not doing a lot of hardcore stories. Second of all, somebody else wants names, specific names, and gangs. Look, man, I've done a little bit of that, and it causes a lot of ruckus. Everybody don't perceive stories the same. Some people think you're lying. Some people think you're being disrespectful. Some people think you from a rival gang. Keep my gang out your mouth. So I'm going to say this. To those of you that want me to give you the type of stories that you want, I'm sorry. I can't do that for you. Because at the end of the day, you at home safe and happy. All you're going to do is critique a story. Me, I got to get phone calls, and when I run across people, they got something to say. I got homeboys that get phone calls. Hey, that ain't my forte. But I'm out of here, y'all. Be sure to click the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Don't be afraid to leave a comment. You can tell me what type of story you want, but it don't mean that's the type of story I'm going to give you. Salute.
This is Robbery.